Hey, welcome to Grandpa Sees the Blinking. Please don't take anything Grandpa says as financial advice. Grandpa's not a financial planner, and if you would, please like, share, and subscribe. I really do appreciate it. What it does is it helps the algorithm put it out to others. Okay, so we're off and running here. We're on the 5 minute chart in Heikin ASHI candle. And let's see, what do we got going? Well, we're under a buy signal moving sideways, completely sideways for now. 14 minutes till the open. And the 5 minute chart is a buy signal. The 1 minute appears to be a buy signal with a bear flag. And the 15 minute is currently still under a sell signal. She's looking rough here this morning. Current price is hovering right around 245. The fair opening price today was 247.25, and we did hit that at the Chinese Open here just 6 minutes into about 406. We hit in the second 5 minute candle. We hit it this morning, and I think we'll hit it again on the way up eventually here. So maybe we'll hit it by 9:30. DLA, good morning, Vietnam. DLA says he's a guy out of Tennessee down there with twin little baby boys. Just filled the trade in. Oh, just filled the tanks in Model S and Model Y are ready to trade. Okay, he named his little twin boys. They were named Mac and Jesse. See him limping, Joni? Murphy's limping. He did name him Mac and Jesse, but he asked his wife if he could name them Model Y and Model S, and she agreed to it. So that's what we got now. So they're eating breakfast. Those little guys. I think. I don't know if they're giving them a bottle or what they're all doing. So, okay, let's see. We have a sell or a buy signal in the 1 minute now. Also, we have a buy in the 5 minute with bear flag, and still, I believe we're still under a sell in the 15 minute. So, Grandpa said that we're going to close today, and according to Grandpa's calculations, at 2:59 today. That's looking like it's going to be a rough one to achieve, but with Tesla, anything is possible. Keep in mind, Grandpa's not always right about when he calculates what's fair for this stock. I do what I can. My calculations are the fair opening, the fair closing, and but it don't always happen. However, the close isn't until 4 p.m., so we got some time to find out, don't we? I know when I come back and do my live stream at 6:30 tonight Eastern time, for the open for Friday and closing prices again, uh, I will, excuse me, I will have a handle on it. So, okay, Jeff is in some area where he don't have signal today. Um, and I don't know how long he's stuck there or whatnot. And we got quite a few truck drivers out there listening to Grandpa. Trees in his trucker was up over 29,000 yesterday. And he might have dipped back up a little bit here. I don't know if he's still above or below, or he's in the green. He's long at 242, so he's in the green. Oh, I anticipate, this is Grandpa's opinion, we had a low yesterday of 241.50, 241.50. And I would anticipate that we very likely will go down and revisit that 241.50. We need to hold that 241.50. That is a given. We need to hold it. But, in Grandpa's opinion, okay, the 15-minute deal he wants me to look at. Let's look at lag here while we got the chance. We're 8 minutes to the open. Check your lag, everybody. Can you look at the 15-minute? Does the reverse engulfing candle still count if it's more than one candle over? Yes, it can. DLA, if the current candle is red and fits in the prior red and the next candle from 8:30 to 8:45 is green, is that a reverse? I would think so. Let me look at it and see if we have. We're still under a sell in that thing. If we get a green candle at the open, which we're not going to know for 20 minutes from now, if it's going to be green or not, even because we still got 7 minutes left of this candle. Yeah, we can't turn the 15-minute into a buy signal. I'd like to, but we can't. But we do have a buy in the 5 with a bear flag, and we're under a buy in the 1 minute. The 1 minute is 15-second lag. DLA's got lag. If you're going to trade with Grandpa's live buy and sell signals, I wouldn't recommend you do it if you have a lag of over a minute. A lot of the guys have, that 15 seconds to somewhere between there and a minute. A lot of times it's 15, 20 seconds. So, okay, so we're up and we're running. If you get a phone call and you're on your phone or whatnot, don't forget to restart the live stream, because otherwise you'll come back in and it'll start you where you left off and you'll have tremendous lag. That's happened to a few people. Yeah, we're getting, this thing is just going to be wild today. She's going to be wild. I was going to say that a lot of us are long in that 250 area, and me and Grandma and Jeff are long in the 250 area, and the supercomputer that we play against knows everything about each one of us individually, believe me. And they know when you place an order. They know how much. They know if you're staying in. They know when you're trying to sell it. They know your overall average. They know everything. And it's designed to take your money. And so, and that computer knows that being down here out of the money, so to speak, is hard on your nerves. So they're gonna, I think they're gonna give you as much fear as they possibly can. This is a game of patience, but it's also a game of courage to some degree. Grandpa thinks it's a game of courage a little bit. So, and it's a game where sometimes you just have to bail and take your loss before it's too much and fight the next day. But we will see. Robo-taxi day coming on the 10th is a real plus for us. One thing that's probably holding Tesla back a little bit is they had the consensus that we were going to probably get a 50 basis point rate cut in November. The odds were in that favor, and now the odds have switched, and they are under the assumption that we are going to get only 25. So here's Trees and his trucker. Good morning. What's the signal? Ready to be reactive. Yeah, and he's right about that. Trading is reactive, not predictive. It's reactive. We react to what we see, and then once we react to it, then Grandpa makes predictions. That's what we do. That's what we do. But anyway, oh man, what the world? We have a buy in the 1 minute with massive bear flag. Tell me if I'm wrong, DLA, on anything. Sell signal in the 15 minute, and I believe we have a buy signal in this 5 minute, but this indecision right here could throw that either direction. I honestly don't know for sure I can call this 5 minute either way. I just, because when they do that, it's a tough deal. It's absolutely running. DLA says it's running hard on the bear flags. It's running hard on our nerves. I assume you're long, DLA, is that correct? Let's see. Treason's trucker, where are you at out there in the real world? What state and where you headed? Okay, let's see. Here we go. It's gonna be fun to see what they do. Up we go. We have a buy in the 1 minute. We gotta wait 20, 30 seconds yet, but looks like we're gonna have a buy in it. Yeah, I got the open at 4:07 a.m. with the Chinese. So far, so good. She's heading straight up. Massive candle in the 1 minute. Still looks like we're in a buy in that 5 minute, but it's too early to tell. Too early to tell. We do have a buy in the 1 minute. That is a given. Looks like we're under a buy in the 5 minute also, but I'm not liking this indecision candle. I'd like to get a clearer signal. 15 minute is still a sell signal. She's coming back down in a hurry. Still under a buy in the 1, but that thing could change in a heartbeat. Excuse me. And let's see. Yeah, it's going to be fun to see what that daily does. The daily candle. It's started out red here, but that candle forms from 9:30 to 4, and we won't even know for sure the color of it until around 3 p.m. Eastern time. So it's going to be a long day watching that. We're sailing up. Hey, this is the open right here. What time is it? 9:32. Oh, Grandpa was 7 minutes off on the open at 9:37. I'm going to have to change my calculations. Grandpa calculates. Clutch Cargo was wondering how I do my calculations. Well, I do them with a pen and paper, and he wanted to know if there was a little bit of gut feeling in my calculations. I guess there probably is a little bit. But what I usually do if I don't know what to say is I just ask Grandma, Grandma, what should I say? Believe me, she tells me, we're heading up. We're heading up. Let's see, what's Grandpa got going on here? Heading up for now. Oh boy. Will we see the 259 for a close today by 4 p.m. at 4 p.m.? I don't know. I hope so. Okay. Treasonous truckers in Georgia, Ackworth, Georgia. He's unloading pizza toppings. Then he's picking up a chicken load and from Alabama to Costco over near Chicago, going up there to see Clutch Cargo, I guess. He's still looking for a load home from Clutch Cargo wants to know any prayer too. That is more probably closer to the truth than you'll ever know, Clutch. He wants to know, Grandpa. You know, they say that the traders do more praying than probably the people that are in church. They're very they're talking to God all the time and begging for help, and we need help. All of us need help. Yeah, we had fun at church last night. Pastor Dan and his wife are there. They're coming here for supper tonight and going to spend the evening with us. They've been camping out in a tent. And 249.25 and climbing. She's going up and away, heading up the bunny trail. Buy signal in the 1 minute, buy signal in the 5 minute. I don't know, Clutch. We have a bull flag currently in that 15 minute. I just can't change it. I like to change it, DLA, but I can't. Oh yeah. Yeah, we had a real fun time. Anyway, last night at church, Pastor Dan sang "Do Lord," and his wife played the piano for us. for Little Percy. Little Percy, she just loves that song. And 249.55, new high of the day. Buy signal under the 1 minute. Buy signal under the 5 minute. Still under a sell in that 15 minute. It's going to be a while till we get that switched around somehow. But it should happen. Yeah, they don't want to make it easy. That's for sure. We're under a bear flag in that 4 hour, and it is just the nastiest bear flag I think I've ever seen in my life. Would be nice to get a buy signal on that thing again. So, oh yeah, there's traders are big on praying. It's almost continual prayer the whole time you're trading. Yeah, it's like, Lord, help me get out of this mess I got myself into. How did I get myself in this mess? I want to get out of this mess now, and then it's, should I sell now or shouldn't I sell now? That's that Clutch Cargo, he knows stuff. He's over there in LaGrange, Illinois, right next to Chicago area. Hey, Ed's coming up that way to see it, or a treasonous trucker is going to be sailing over that way with some chicken for you guys. So, up to the Chicago area. Going to Costco. 249.65 is the new high for today. Where do we bottom out? Oh, why does Grandpa do that? 244.45. So just about a little over $5. 244.43. 249. I don't know. That's about $5 and something. So we're getting some movement today. We need more movement. More movement. This 50 is gonna, the 250 is gonna act as resistance again. Yesterday, I'm gonna show you the daily quick just for. Oh, sorry about that. We're under a sell signal in the 1 minute now again. The 1 minute is a sell. However, the 5 is still a buy, and the 15 is a sell signal with a massive green candle. So, Grandma's gonna vacuum, it sounds like. Oh, I wanted to show you something in the daily quick. Where'd the daily go today? But I wanted to show you is this candle yesterday, this red one. We don't know what color this thing's going to even be yet or what it's going to do. It's this candle's 10 minutes old, and it's a 6.5 hour candle. This is the 21 moving average Grandpa's got on here. And this is one of the reasons why. Look how this daily respected that 21 moving average. She plowed right off of it. So the 21 is acting as support to some degree. Okay. got to look at my phone, see if anything is going on. I'm getting messages. Well, Jeff wants to know what time my opening is. 9:15. Okay. Okay, sell in the 1 minute. We're under a sell in the 1 minute. We're under a buy still in the 5 minute. And we're under a sell in the 15 with a massive green candle. So, poor Jeff doesn't have any signal. Grandma's vacuuming. We're getting company for supper. That's why. Grandpa's gonna cook. Grandpa's doing the cooking, making them. We're gonna have new fries, and Grandpa's gonna peel those potatoes and slice them up and dice up the onions in them, and then we're gonna have pork chops and new fries and eggs. It's kind of gonna be like a breakfast, dinner, supper. We're just gonna eat. Grandpa, it's a meal my mom made for us many times over the years, and it was always a special meal. Special meal that everybody really enjoyed, and a lot of times we'd have the new fries, and I'm making Trees in his trucker hungry now because he's got memories of this. But you could have it with, a lot of times we'd have it with bacon, or side pork was the biggest thing. We'd get side pork, and we'd have the new fries and eggs and side pork. That was the biggest thing. But you could, sometimes we do bacon, sometimes we do brats, hot dogs type of deal, and sometimes we do all of them, or pork chops. Okay, cell signal, let's see. Well, DLA, I think we have a buy signal in the 1 minute again with a bear flag. We do. So we're under a buy signal in the 1 minute. 5 minutes still a buy signal. 15 minutes a sell with a massive candle with a huge wick. Yeah, you guys, let's pray our way up here. We want to go up. That's what we need to do. You know, and we make a little light of it, but it says in the Bible that we have not because we ask not. And if you ask, you will receive. That's what the Lord says. And when you get it, take it. Whatever you're asking for, you take it when you get it. You don't want to appear unthankful. Yeah, we're absolutely under a buy signal in that 1 minute with a bear flag. Okay. Grandpa's kind of low key today. I don't know if you noticed. Let's see. What do I got? Anything for news for you guys? Yep. Trading's reactive, not predictive. First we react and then Grandpa predicts. And, how I do the opening and the closing is it's a combination of calculations with the high, the low of the day, the close, stuff like that. And a little bit of prayer. That's how I do it. So we got a new high at 249.50 up. Where our 1 minute came back to life. We're still on a buy signal in that 1 minute. 5 minutes still a buy signal. 249.75 is the new high. About $5.25-30 from high to low, I think. Grandpa's not very good with adding and subtracting. Sometime I got to tell you how I got my glass eye. DLA wants to hear that story. Let's see here. Well, still under a buy in the 1 minute, still under a buy in the 5 minute. Are we going to move sideways and battle it out with the 250? Probably going to be a real battle at that 250 mark. And she'll snap. She'll snap like a rubber band one way or the other. Oh, sell signal coming into 1 minute. Not yet. We got to wait about 15-20 seconds yet to know. Looks like we might be getting a sell in the 1 minute. The 5's looking a little weaker. Got to wait a little bit. I don't like jumping the gun on that 1 minute because it can change in the last 5 seconds. Yeah, we're under a sell in the 1 minute now. She's going to retrace here a little bit the way it looks. How much? Maybe not that much. You just don't know. Okay, here we got Jeff. Good morning, Professor. Did you get some decent signal? I'm going to put this clock up for a little bit. Check your lag, Jeff. So if you're going to trade off of Grandpa's signal, I want to make sure that you need to know what your lag is if you're listening to me anyway, because you'll get excited, start doing crazy stuff, and it's always good to know your lag. Treasonous Trucker, you check your lag. DLA's got 15-second lag right now. So lag is the difference between the time that Grandpa says it and the time that you actually hear it. That's what lag is. And these are Heikin ASHI candles. That's what they are. And that's what Grandpa likes Heikin ASHI candles. We're under a sell in the 1 minute. We're borderline. Well, just because you're all in doesn't mean that you might not sell. What a guy. Either to the bad side or the good side you might sell. What a guy. No trading for him. He's all in. Oh, man. Well, I hope you have a sell order in somewhere if that's the case. What a guy. He's hilarious. Okay. Um, yeah, we got to wait. We don't even know this candle's going to be red yet. It's 1 minute into that candle. We got to wait from right now about 3 minutes, and then we'll know. But we are under a sell in 1 minute. And if this candle is red and decent, it will be a sell. Yeah, no, he says, no trading for me today. I'm all in. That's hilarious. Just absolutely hilarious. Yeah. He refuses to sell at a loss ever, so that way he figures he's never lost a trade. He knows how to make grandpa look good. I'll tell you, I got some crazy friends. Yeah. Okay, sell in the 1 minute. Holds this candle now. Gotta wait a minute and a half yet. We're waiting to see if we get a sell signal in the 5 minute. I would think we're going to, but I just don't know yet. Okay, he said he's going to bail out at 258 the way it sounds. What he says is, well, unless it goes to 258, then he might do something. You don't have to sell them all either. You can sell half of your 500 shares you're playing with, or whatever, your 200 shares, whatever you're doing. I don't know how many shares he's playing for sure. I think it's over 200. The guy's just playing got too much money. And there's a reason he's got money. He's very conservative. You wouldn't think somebody as conservative as that one, but he's having fun. He's almost as old as Grandpa, still out driving around in a truck. Okay, what do we got going here? We're 4 minutes. This candle's 4 minutes, but I don't want to call it yet because that's why. Did you see it turn green, DLA? Now it turned red. We got 15 seconds left, and I don't even dare tell you what color it's going to be. It's going to be an indecision. So it looks like we're going to still have a buy in the 5. And we have a buy in the 1 again. We have a buy in the 1. Oh, did you see it switch? It's still a buy. I can't count this as a sell yet. We still got 6 seconds left of the 5, 3, 2, 1. I thought it was going to be green. The next one's green. Yep, she's still a buy in the 5. They gave us an indecision candle. That's a good sign. Plus we have a buy in the 1. That's a good sign. And we're running uphill on a bull flag in the 15 minute, but you can get a $10 bull flag in that game in $10 bull flag in 15 minutes. So 5 for sure. Okay. Yeah, Grandma, she wants 259. I know. That's what she's gonna bail out at 259 and try to rebuy on Friday. And Grandpa's still deciding what he wants to do. Well, yeah, and Grandma wants to get out at the closing price because Grandpa said it was gonna, according to Grandpa's fair, what's fair, it should close at 259 today. But don't don't trade based on Grandpa's opening and closing predictions. It's Grandpa calculates what's fair, mixed in with a little prayer from me and Clutch Cargo and everybody else, and then we pray that it works. That's what we do. Sometimes we pray we don't get what Grandpa calculates. Okay, so I got my opening price that I predicted for today. I got it over here at 4:06, 4:07 a.m. and I got it at 9:37 a.m. again. So we did nail the opening price. Grandpa's pretty good at opening price. I'm not as good at. It's way harder to calculate the closing price it's further out. Obviously, the open is at the beginning of the day and the close is at the end of the day, and so you have many factors that play into it throughout the day. So I was pretty discouraged when I started first calculating the closing price because I just wasn't right very often, and I wouldn't even hardly talk about it because I was wrong all the time. And I've been, and I'd change my calculations a little bit and play with them. But the thing is, it we have a bear flag in 1 minute. We're getting a bear flag in the 1 minute. We're still under a buy in the 5. But then I realized, it's gonna be way less accurate. Yep, DLA says the 1 minute's bull flag. DLA has got my back. He's down there in Tennessee. He used to drive a Peterbilt years ago when he was younger. He's still a young man. He's got twin little baby boys and Model Y and Model S, and they're twins. They ought to put you on TV with Elon for naming your boys Model Y and Model S. That's pretty impressive. I think Elon at least ought to come over and visit. Take you to Waffle House if nothing else. Yeah, if I ever get down there to Tennessee to Nashville, DLA and me and them babies, we're all gonna go to Waffle House and have pancakes. DLA's gonna buy. He's gonna take Grandpa out for sausage and pancakes and eggs. You're making me hungry again, you guys. Oh, what happened here, DLA? We have a cell signal in the 5 minute. Grandpa, quit talking. Bear flag in the 1 minute, massively. I don't like that. Still under a sell in the 15 minute, but we are currently under a sell in the. We are currently under a sell in this 5 minute. Grandpa needs to pay closer attention. I better pay closer attention. Oh, Grandpa's paying attention now. Double check the 1 minute, he goes. Oh, man. Oh, I see what you're saying. Because of the indecision, here, let's look at the 1 minute and I'll show you what DLA is talking about. Oh, I like that guy. He is sharp. So we had a cell signal here, but we got a bull flag here, and we're still in the cell signal. We never did get a buy. You are right. I was counting this as the indecision. You are absolutely right, DLA. We are in a cell in the 1 minute, and we're in a cell in the 5 minutes. Thank you. He saved me yesterday, too. That DLA, he is so sharp. Okay, so currently a sell in the 1 and the 5. Let's see, what time do we got? Where it looks like we might potentially be getting a buy in the 1 minute again. She's pushing her back. She's pushing her back up. Too early to know for sure. Too early to know for sure in the 1 minute. Okay, we're under a buy in the 1 minute now. Now we are under a buy in the 1 minute. Now I got your back. DLA says, I got your back. And I'm pretty proud to have you back there, too. That's a fact. DLA is a good man. His wife he's a good husband. His wife is the happiest gal in Tennessee. She's going to have a couple more twins here in about 9 months. All she tries to do is keep DLA happy constantly, and vice versa. Well, wow, sideways already. It's 10 o'clock only. She's gonna snap like a rubber band. Oh, man. I wish we get a clean signal in that 15 minute for a while. We're under a cell signal in the 5 minute. What do we got? We're still under a buy in the 1 minute with a bear flag. Yeah, they don't make it easy. That's a fact. They do not. Okay, DLA, you got this for a little bit. If you would, if you got time or whatnot, put in. Grandpa's gonna go get some hot coffee, so I'll be gone for 3-4 minutes. I believe we're in a buy in the 1 minute and a sell in the 5, and so if you see any changes, let them know in the chat if you would. That way they can see. While Grandpa's gone, if something happens, okay? DLA's got a handle on this. He reads candles just as good as Grandpa. I think he's better than Grandpa. He's extremely handsome. Okay, I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, Grandpa's got hot coffee, and we're still under a cell signal in the 5 minute with a bull flag. Uh, what the 1 minute is an undecided mess with. I just don't know if I dare even call it cell signal. I put Murphy in the garage, Grandma. I absolutely will. Grandma wants me to vacuum. We got company coming. Grandpa's got to behave. Grandma's going to Bible study with the ladies, and uh, she's just gonna. Okay, love you, dear. Come and kiss Grandpa goodbye. Come on, Grandma, get over here. She's coming. She's a good woman, I'll tell you that. I'm pretty proud of her. Okay, see you later. You know why Grandpa's so happy? Grandma will bring Grandpa back some cake and brownies. Hey, a chocolate chip cookie would be good too. Uh, them ladies all bring stuff. It's all a bunch of ladies that go to this Bible study, right? And half of them don't even have a husband, and they've been cooking for that husband for years, and he's gone. A lot of them, and they all they all want to cook something, so they all bring cake and brownies and all the goodies to the Bible study, and then they sit around and they can't even eat them all. Jeff says it looks like lawn mowing time. Yeah, tell me about it. So anyway, Grandma will bring back Grandpa goodies on Thursdays. That's Thursday Bible study. Yeah, I'm gonna go out and do a little lawn mowing. As a matter of fact, I think I'm gonna load that lawnmower up, take it over to the church, and mow the ditch and around the front of the building. Grandma said the church lawn is starting to look shabby, and I'm in charge of it, or kind of. I'm not really the head guy on lawn mowing, but Dave is going camping, and he was ill for a month. So Grandpa takes up the slack. And usually we try to do it together, but Grandpa's had to do it the last few times. But it's good exercise for Grandpa. Yeah, I would give it a sell in the 1 minute there, DLA, even with the indecision, and still under a sell in the 5 minute. As far as I can tell, we're still under a sell in the 15 minute. So I think we're under a sell in all three. Yeah, she's gonna snap like a rubber band probably around 11:30, 11:30 to 1, somewhere in there. I said earlier, this is Grandpa's opinion, of course, that we will likely at some point come down and revisit that 241.50, the low of yesterday, and now we broke through up to I think 251.85 or something like that yesterday. We broke through that 250 resistance already once. So I would think that we would run back up there and punch our way through it again. I think the next time we punch through it, we're going to go up a little more. However, you just don't know. It's like Treason's Trucker says, trading is reactive, not predictive. You know, Grandpa's big on reactive. Trading is reactive. But Grandpa sure likes making predictions, I can tell you that. Yipper. I try to make my predictions based on some sort of calculating, though. But a lot of times Grandpa just likes his opinion, but I try to say it's my opinion. And Grandpa's opinion is just an opinion. Absolutely, where it looking like a cell signal in that 15-minute now, we had a massive bull flag. Still under a cell signal in the 15-minute. I think we're coming back down and going to do a little retracement here. Probably. Now, so far, can we make a higher low? That would be nice. That'd be a little bit of an indicator in the 5 and the 15. Just a small ray of hope in the darkness. And look at here, Clutch and Jeff, or DLA, we could be seeing Golden Cross here today, right around 247 area, potentially. 246.50 at the worst. Add $3, you'd be right up around 250 area if we only got $3 out of it. But sometimes they can go $23. So 240. Say we hit it at 246.50. Okay. And you add, what's 46 and 23? Anybody know? 69, 269. Oh, we got resistance at 269. Yeah, and could this thing do that? Absolutely. A matter of fact, it can do 70 cents more than that. I've seen it. 1 minute's a buy signal, you guys. That's courtesy of DLA. Thank you, DLA. Grandpa gets telling his stories. He forgets he's even got candles. You know, that DLA he's sharp. He's really got a handle on these Heikin ASHI candles. Okay, so let's look. Why do we have a sell signal in the 5 minute? Okay, well, you have this big green candle. The body of the next one engulfs into it, and this one engulfs into it, and then we get red candle. Once you get the red candles, a decent one, that constitutes a sell signal. And there you got a bull flag, but we already know we're in a sell signal. We're in a sell signal until we get a buy signal. That's the way it is. And right now we're still in a death cross in the 5 minute chart. However, after a death cross comes, and I think this one is already played out in Grandpa's opinion, but until they played out, until it switches, you don't know it's done. I've seen it come right back up to the line and go right down like a rocket. So you until you finally get that golden cross, you don't know for sure. But okay, so sell in the 1 minute. That 15 minutes looking. Who knows what it's looking like? we're still under a sell in that 15-minute with massive green candles. I'll take it all day long. I don't care. And we're under a sell in the 5-minute. We're under a sell in the 1-minute also. We are under a sell signal in the 1-minute, the 5-minute, and the 15-minute again. Come on. Yeah, Grandpa's gonna get brownies, chocolate cake, and white cake, and chocolate chip cookies. And I'll have to mow lawn just to wear off those calories. Yeah, let's see. What do we got for temp here? 53. 53 in Ontonagon. It's a heat wave. It's a heat wave. Sell in the 1, sell in the 5, and a sell in the 15. I wish that 15 would snap out of its weirdness. Wonder what we got going in the 30-minute. Oh, man, oh, life. DLA, are you still with me? Check out this 30-minute. What are you seeing? We have a sell signal there. I believe that we're in a sell signal in the 30-minute with two big green candles afterwards. I believe it is a sell signal in the 30-minute. What do you think, DLA? Do you concur? If you get a chance, look at that 30-minute. Interesting. I'll show you the 4-hour. The 4-hour is a buy signal with a massive bear flag. We've got some big wicks, shows signs that's a sign of strength. And today here we're starting out with an indecision. But this candle here doesn't even finish until 1. Okay. He thinks the 30-minute is a buy signal since 5 a.m. It's possible. Let's see. Where's 5 a.m.? 6:30. What time is that's? I'm on the wrong day. 5 a.m. Grandpa's trying to find this 5 a.m. thing. There it is. In the 30-minute DLA, 6 a.m. There's 6:30. Well, it would actually have switched over at 6:30, and we would have to wait till this candle to, or till we knew this one was green. So that's a buy, and then a bear flag. You're right. You are right. Oh, good job. So we are under a buy signal in this 30-minute. Excellent. I'll tell you, DLA has got it rocking and rolling on Grandpa's Candles. Yeah, you are right. We are. Oh, yeah, our time is different. Yeah, he's in. Well, aren't you in Eastern Time in Nashville? Is that Central? Aren't you in Eastern Time, DLA? Is Nashville's not Central Time, is it? Uh, what do we got going? We're under a cell still in the 1 minute. We're still under a cell in the 5. We have a buy in the 30-minute, however. And we're under a cell in the 15. Our time is different. Well, I'm on Eastern Time. I thought Nashville was Eastern Time. Am I wrong about that? I don't think so. I could be. It's 9:26 a.m. here. Well, you're in Central Time then. Okay. Yeah, he's in Central Time. Okay. Yeah, 'cause it's 10:26 here. He says it's 9:26 where he's at, and it's 10:26 here. Okay, come on, Tesla. Let's get this bus going. Sell signal in the 1 minute, the 5 minute, and the 15 minute. However, the 30 minute is a buy signal. Okay. I haven't heard anything on what's going on over there with the wars recently. Remind me to tell you about my glass eye sometime. Grandpa's going to tell a story how he ended up getting a glass eye. I actually think I can see better out of my glass eye than I do out of the other one. So does my doctor. He is totally amazed. Yeah, Grandpa. Grandpa can see stuff. Okay. Well, after all, Grandpa sees the blinking, you know. And I suppose I could look at the blinking a little bit here and see what we got going on. Might as well. Should look and see what the indexes are doing too. Professional traders know that kind of stuff. Oh, the indexes are in the red, and Tesla's leading the way. NASDAQ is down a little bit, SPY's down a little bit, not too bad, and Tesla is down a little bit. That's what's going on. NVIDIA is in the green and looking fairly strong actually today. The Dow is in the red, so the markets are down right now. September is the worst month of the year for stocks in general and including Tesla, and October is the second worst month of the year. Not trying to be negative here, just stating facts. So we can expect a rough go of it yet before this month is over. Um, yeah, I'm excited about doing recalculating at the end of the day here and getting the calculations not only for the opening price for Friday, but for my closes where I anticipate it to close up through the 10th, 11th area. Uh, see what adjustments get made over today's last night's predictions. I guess I could go through my wild closing price. What Grandpa? Well, I won't say wild. Grandpa calculates the fair. What would be fair for the stock to close at, and I calculate what's fair to open at. So on 10/3, that's today, I predict a fair closing price of $2.59, and I hope it does that. On 10/4, however, I predicted a fair closing price of $2.56.50, and on 10/7 Monday, I predicted a fair closing price of $2.58.40. On 10/8, Grandpa predicted a fair closing price of $2.60.70. Let's see. On 10/9, the day before the Robotaxi event, I predicted a fair closing price of $260.85. And on 10/10, Grandpa calculated a fair closing price of $2.70. I think we're going to go up and bounce off that 271, our previous high up there. And I think we're going to bounce right off that bus, close right about 270. And but I believe on the 11th we're going to fall back $2 or more at least. But that's a ways out. It'll be fun to see what we calculate here at 6:30 and what changes, if any, there are. If so, how much. And I'll let you know. Yeah, I felt like I did very good on the opening, but the opening, like I said, is much easier to calculate than because the close is further out. The further out anytime you're trying to predict further out and get it with get to your number, that's a tough game. Okay, DLA is making a point here, and I think he's right. And what he's saying is the 30-minute and the hour is a buy signal. And he says he thinks it should be a big turnaround when we get it. I would tend to agree with that. Oh, man. Can we give a buy signal to that 1 minute with that indecision candle DLA? What do you think? I don't know. I'll tell you what, we are playing against a supercomputer. We're underselling that 15-minute, though, until it changes. I would like to get a clean signal in that 15-minute. I really would. I would like to get a clean... It's good. Okay. DLA says, no, sir. I'm not sure what he's saying. No, sir, too. Oh no. I know. The 1 minute. It's not a buy signal. It's a sell signal. That's what he's talking about. It's reaching down to the open. She's trying. She's trying. She is trying to come down. What I'm hoping for here is that she stops short and gives us a little bit higher high or higher low, I mean, and then heads back up the bunny trail. I I don't want to see it. I do not want to see it go below 244.45. I want it to turn somewhere before 244.45. Otherwise, we're going to have a long day. Longer. Yeah. Yeah. I really enjoyed that DLA and his babies. He's a huge help to Grandpa. He makes Grandpa look good. That's what he does. He just, here we are at 244.45. Are we going to bust through that? Oh man, that's bearish. That I don't want to scare you, but it's just not going to be pretty. I want to hold this number and turn pretty quick here and go the other way. So that we have a higher low and work our way up like a ladder. They're trying to push her down there. Will they? Are we going to get enough support in that area? I don't know. I know we have pretty good support at 244, and we do need to hold that. I mean, it's not the end of the world. I figure we're going to revisit that 241.50 here sooner or later. I just didn't really necessarily want it to be sooner. But it might turn out to be a good thing if it would revisit 241.50. Everybody loads up their ammunition again, and we're off to the races. I will be getting some more shares if we go down there. Me and a million other guys. Okay. Oh man, sell signal in the 1 minute. Sell signal in the 15. Sell signal in the 5. She's going nowhere fast. Yipper. Hopping down the bunny trail. Hippity hop, and they're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Let's see. You know, I've seen a documentary where they were saying that rats are a delicacy. They cook up rats, and it's the preferred meal in this whatever little country it was or wherever they were. I can't remember. We did it, didn't we? We made a new low here, so the game is on now. Now it's will 241.50 hold us? We need to hold 241.50. That's what we need to do. She didn't go quite as low as the candle at just prior to the opening, though. So what do we got in? But we made a little bit lower low by 5 cents in the regular hours here. Yipper, off we go. Where will she go? Still a sell in the 1 minute, the 5 minute, and the 15 minute in Tesla. Expect the unexpected. Boy, this 259 for a close today is looking tougher and tougher to get. Everybody will say, I've lost my confidence in Grandpa's ability to pick the closing price. And Grandpa will say, oh, they didn't do what was fair. That's what Grandpa will say. And you just wait and see. That's exactly what he'll say, too. What will Grandpa's response be as we plummet downward? They just didn't do what was fair. That's all. After all, as you well know, trading is reactive, not predictive. Grandpa's going to react by buying some more shares pretty quick. That's what Grandpa's going to do. Grandpa's going to react by buying more shares. Matter of fact, I'm going to get ready to get some. I'm just going to put it there just in case. Go down there and get it and see if Grandpa cares. But I'm saving back some gunpowder in case she breaks through it. And I got to get some more. That's what Grandpa's doing. Don't mean it's right. It just means it's what Grandpa's doing. Everybody else always gets better fills and trades better than Grandpa anyway. And I don't know. A lot of them claim they're listening to Grandpa, but it's hard to tell. Okay, where are we? Grandpa quit being funny. Sell signal in the 1 minute, sell signal in the 5 minute, sell signal in the 15 minute. What's the 30 minute doing? Anybody know? I don't know. Let's look. 30 minute, still a buy signal with a bear flag. Oh, it's a bear flag. Hourly, probably the same thing. Indecision candle. Buy signal with indecision candle. Will she come down to 241.50 and give Grandpa a few more shares? I hope so. At this point, it might as well. Just all I want it to do is turn around once it gets there. All I want for Christmas is my glass eye. Do, 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 do. Oh, yeah. Just reverse now and don't give Grandpa any more shares. See if I care. Oh, she's moving sideways. I think Grandpa's gonna. I think what I'll do is stick it out till. Okay. The 1 minute. Are we? Are we in a buy signal in that 1 minute? Yep, we are. We are in a buy signal in the 1 minute. These dirty dogs. I wanted to go down in the basement. Just when Grandpa was getting ready to buy some shares, they reverse it. Ah, Grandpa's being facetious. Looks like a buy to me, he goes. You got that right. That DLA, I just love that guy. I'll tell you what. Uh, he makes it a lot of fun for Grandpa. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay, DLA, keep an eye on the crowd here, and all 20, 30 of us, and that's usually about what we got listening is 20, 30 of us. Let's see. She's going straight up like a rocket ship. I better go get hot coffee. DLA, you got a handle on this. See you. I'll be back in 3, 4 minutes. Bye bye. Okay, DLA says, looks like a buy to me. They heard you talking. And then he says, I'm at 244.10 long. That's excellent. That is excellent. They always do better than Grandpa. And that makes me happy. It makes me happy. Let's see. 5 minute. We got to wait a couple minutes here yet. But we're potentially going to have a buy in this 5 minute. We got to buy. We'll see. What do we got going in that 1 minute? It gave us a sell and a bull flag. That's what I see. But we might have a buy in the 5 here. We have a sell in the 15 still. DLA, you still with me? I want to talk to you a little bit about blinking. I want to talk to everybody a little bit about blinking and the potential that the blinking has. All our indicators that we currently watch, our candles, whatever we watch on these screens, he says he learned from the sharpest man north of the Mississippi. I don't, the Mississippi. Well, thank you, DLA. But the thing is, I think the Mississippi, I'm east of the Mississippi now. Let's see. And I don't think I'm north of where it starts out, over by Bagley, Minnesota. That's where the Mississippi starts. Correct me if I'm wrong about that, treasonous trucker, if you're out there. But I want to talk a little bit about the blinking. And okay, the Nasdaq went into the green a little bit. SPY is just so barely in the red, but we are a little bit in the green in the Nasdaq. That will only help Tesla. So we're looking a little better here. And we do have a buy signal in the 5 minute. We do have a buy in the 5 minute. Geography, DLA says, geography is not my strong suit. That's why I'm no longer a trucker. That's okay, DLA. Okay, what we want to do here is Grandpa's going to figure out some blinking here. And then we're going to look at it on our price ladder. And so they're blinking up at 259.50 area currently. So I'm going to move my price ladder up there and show it to you. 259.50. That would be a place that we're going to. Because why? Because they're blinking up there at 259.50. That's why. The thing about the blinking is it's what do you call it? It's an instant indicator. Okay, all right. So you see where Grandpa's got his mouse here on these red sell signals? It's shorting up at 259.50 area. It just did one at 259.75. It's actually got two of them working here. Second that one disappears and reappears in a different spot or the same spot, that's 100 shares going out. If this was a 10, it'd be 1,000. If it was 100, it'd be 10,000. And I've seen that many, 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 many times. Then you really get a pull in that direction. It pulls it towards the short. The overrun from the price point to stabilize the market makers, so to speak, catch it and keep it from, otherwise the price would just move back and forth wildly. Okay, so that's the reasoning behind it. Right now it's at 259.25. But as there's two ways that they can pull it towards it. One is by blinking. Well, there's many ways. One way that they do it is by blinking it faster. You know, instead of doing it 20 times. DLA, you watch the blinking or the candles too here, but get a handle on this blinking thing with me. I want your help on this. Grandpa's been working on this for way over a year and a half. But anyway, so if it blinks faster, say it's blinking 10 times a minute, you know, that's slow blinking. That's only 1,000 shares a minute. But if it's blinking 50 times a minute, that's fast blinking. And you can count them, you know, how many times it does it in a minute. And Grandpa's done that many times. Okay. But on the bottom side down below, I will inform you that they are shorting or buying long currently at 229.70 area. Okay, they're buying down at 229, and so whichever one is blinking faster, which is very hard to decipher all the time, and then the other way that you know right away whether it's going up and down, and it's usually the way that Grandpa, we have a sell signal, and no, we don't. I think we have a bear flag in 1 minute. We're still under a buy signal in this 5 minute with a bear flag. So anyway, getting back to the blinking, as you see it go down the price ladder, the price is decreasing. And for instance, right now it's at 229.20, 229.10 on the buy side down below. But anyway, if we have a way where we could subtract the buys that are that Grandpa's seeing from the sells that Grandpa's seeing out from the price point, but we have to also remember that whatever we got doing the calculation would have to not just count them each time, but hit the price point it's doing it at is relevant. And then also if it switches to a 2, it would have to understand that, or if it's a 10 or a 20 or 100 at a time, whatever they're doing to you, because they do that. But if we could get ourselves a little, I don't know the proper verbiage, and you know, because Grandpa tries to do it, and I'm pretty good, but I'm not gonna. They've changed it from before. It used to be where they stabilized it, and it was easier to tell the difference between the two. But since Schwab took over, they've changed the way they're doing the blinking. Used to be more stable. It'd stay in one spot, and now they do predominantly ones out here. They used to do a lot of 10s every day and 20s and stuff like that. But if we could get a handle on the difference between the two, It's an instant tell of where exactly we are going from the top side to the bottom side. So we're at 258.90. It just did one at 259. And as she climbs up, you know that we're going to get it tells you before the candle comes. We're under a buy in the 1 minute. Okay, but you would know that just looking at the blinking. Now we're getting a red candle because it dropped back. Okay, but it also has to do with the buying on the bottom side. And it pulls it towards the one that's doing the most blinking with the biggest numbers in a given minute, okay? We could just, if we could get a handle on this somehow, where something would count this stuff for us, a program of some sort that would have the ability to count this for us, we could do buy and sell and never miss a beat. The reason being, it's instant. It's an instant number, and it absolutely follows. It absolutely follows this. I just don't, and I've talked to my IT guy and stuff, and they just don't have a clue how we could actually add that up somehow. So right now they're buying at 229.40. We're moving sideways. So I'll go down to 229.40, and it's going up a little bit down there. They're buying down there, okay? They're literally buying on both ends of the spectrum all the time, just constantly. But the difference between the numbers and where they're located gives you instantly the direction of the market of Tesla. And actually, in any stock, they all have this. Every whether it's NVIDIA or whoever, and that's what Grandpa's been trying to get a handle on forever here. Okay, so right now they're doing it at 228.80. Okay, see it blinking? When that one disappears or moves to the next spot, back and forth, that tells you where this thing is going. Okay, as it climbs up, we're going up. The faster it blinks, if it blinks too fast, if it pauses and doesn't blink, that's another thing it does. It'll pause sometimes for a minute or more and quit, or even 10 minutes. It'll quit blinking, and the one on the top side, shorting, will be blinking like crazy, and then it skyrockets straight up. However, if this one is blinking fairly good and the top one pauses for a period of time, then it goes straight down. So think about that. You can play with it. There. Sometimes I wonder if Grandpa's crazy, but I used to really get good, clean signals off of it. Did very well off the blinking, but they've made it a little bit harder. But in some ways, it might be easier. Like I say, before Schwab bought TD Ameritrade, it would stabilize in one area all day long sometimes, and just change the numbers bigger or smaller, the amount of shares they were doing, And so Grandpa got a real handle on it. It's probably why they changed it. Who knows? But so anyway, that's if you. I'm going to go back up to the regular price. But if you can think of a way we could make a program for this thing that can count that blinking, and I don't want the blinking close up to the price point. Okay, it's nonstop $3 on either side, $2.50, $3 on either side of the price point is nonstop continual. But where I'm getting my read is where it's out. Okay, so what's 59 from 43? $15. You know, $14, $15 out from the price point in both directions is what they're doing. Okay, 15 to $20 area, somewhere in there. Say $10 to $20 area. That's what I want to see when it blinks. Now, it's possible to get some what you would call a false signal. That would be where somebody puts in a buy for 100 shares and hoping to get it when it goes there, and then they just remove their order. Okay, that would give you a false signal. But that's going to occur periodically on both sides, because there's, say like Grandma, she's got a sell up at $2.59 right now. Okay, if Grandma would remove her order at $2.59, her deal would disappear. Her one, if you place a sell order up here for 100 shares, right now it was blinking at 258.05 as it's going down. She's dropping into the 257 range. Okay, but there's sell signals in this area that are regular retail. Theirs is not blinking on and off. It's just a constant. The only time it ever disappears is when they remove it and or it gets filled. But and then also where it's the area it's working in gives you a real indication of the corners for sure. The corners not only on the top side, but on the bottom side. For a real indication on both ends of the spectrum where you're going. That's a given. That's your more true range than anything else that Grandpa even talks about, or anybody else as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, if we can get us a program, I think we might just be unbeatable if we can figure it out. I just don't know how to get something that will add what I want to add. You know, we could have one screen watching the shorts on the top side. We'd have to have another one watching the buys on the bottom side. And it would have to understand, like where here it's a 2, if that thing starts blinking, which is possible at 257.20, it would give you a read. Now, right now it looks like it's pausing. We must be going down. Slow blinking. Then we're getting a little bit of blinking. As she starts really doing more blinking, she's climbing the ladder a little bit. uh, 257.90. We're just having a little fun with the blinking here while we're moving straight down. You'll make a new low. Well, anyway, think about that, you guys. Everybody think about that. Give Grandpas your thoughts, if you have any, on in regard to the blinking. So we got a high of 249.75 so far today, and a low of 242.90. So 685 from high to low, is that correct? I think so. Just about $7. I would hope that we get $7. Oh, I know why he wants me to go get more coffee. I understand that. Because when I go to get coffee, the price goes up. I don't hardly dare leave. I want to buy more shares. Okay. Okay, so Grandpa's going to go get some hot coffee, and I'll be back in a couple minutes. DLA wants me to go because usually when I leave, the price goes up. I'll be check out that blinking when you get a chance, DLA, and I want your thoughts on that. Same with you, Clutch, and Owen, if you're listening, all you guys, anybody that's got thoughts on that blinking, how can we improve what Grandpa's seeing? Because it's instant. It's instant. It's not lagging. I believe it would give us the edge. All we need to win all the time is this tiny edge. I better go get some coffee. I'll be back in a little bit. Bye-bye. Okay, so she's still looking nasty, and Grandpa even went and got coffee. Um, okay, so what Grandpa's. I'll tell you what Grandpa's done in the past here over the last year and a half or so. I had multiple screens up showing where it's blinking up to 150 points dollars on both sides of the price point in Tesla. Okay, and but I'm really only interested in anything that's at least $7 from the price point on either side that I consider to be relevant. Okay, um, and uh, it even blinks sometimes like crazy after hours. When you see big moves pre-market or after hours, it's always when there's the huge blinking going on one way or the other, and out from the price point. And um, Grandpa, I I'm watching the buy and the sell at the same time. I'm trying to count how many times per minute in each one at the same time, and I can do it for a little while. Uh, get a handle on it for like 5 minutes or so at a stretch at the most. And I'm not 100% sure I'm accurate, just in my head. But if I had a program doing it for me somehow, that you would think in this day and age it could absolutely be done. I just got to get hire the right person that can do it for me, I guess, uh, to develop that program, because I think it would just be the better than meatballs. Uh, on top of Old Smoky, all covered with snow, I lost my little meatball. It started to roll. It rolled off the table and onto the floor, and then it ran out the door. And my little meatball was no more. Okay, so currently we're under a cell signal in the 5 minute. And I think we're under a cell signal in the 1 minute and the 15 minute. Nasty. How are we ever going to... Well, I bet they probably do. So, somebody has probably figured it out, but they're not going to tell us. The only guy that's crazy enough to tell you is Grandpa. And I've been calculating it in my head forever, for a long time. And you already know Grandpa's head's getting older, but and I've questioned people in the past at TD Ameritrade, texts and stuff about it, and had them explain to me exactly what it means when one of these numbers on the screen disappear, like that 20 just disappeared, or this one. When you see that 20 move, that's 2,000 shares being shorted, okay? But it's doing the same thing on the bottom side, buying, okay? This is the stuff that's close into the price point, okay, within $2.50. There's a ton of it going on all the time. But that isn't, it's the little numbers further out that are actually, you can literally watch it make a green candle or a red candle in advance just by where it's blinking and moving to. And I just think it's got a ton of potential, ton of potential. We have a buy signal in the 1 minute. Okay, so let's talk blinking here a little bit, just for the fun of it. We're heading back up here a little bit. So it's blinking at it's shorting up at, but we can do either one. It's buying down at 228, 232 is blinking. I got two of them blinking, 232.20 and 228.80. 228.90 should be going green. There's two of them blinking on the bottom side, and it's driving us straight up, because there's only one blinking on the top side, shorting. So we have two numbers that are currently blinking, and they're slowly moving up the price ladder the way it currently looks. There, they pause for a little bit. And see, it's the pauses that get you. If it pauses for 5 seconds, you just move straight sideways, or, stop going, where the program would be able to have that all in there, and so you have the direction. All we need is the continual direction and the reversal before the lagging indicator even gives it to us. It'd be the difference between knowing a minute in advance what the candle is going to do in the 1 minute chart. How huge is that? You could just continually scalp 30 cents or 50 cents and make a killing, 228.85. That's where they're buying, and they're buying at 232.24. The 232.24 paused, but there she goes again. She's blinking like crazy. Must be getting more green candles. On the short side up above, they're shorting at 258.12, 258.10. We must be getting a red candle. No, she's going back up, 258.15. You literally could tell the candle's going to turn red. It went to 258.10 again, and the candle turns red in the 1 minute. 258.09 on the short side. 258.15, it turns green. 258.20, green candle. 258.10, red candle. I'm calling it as it's happening. 258.20, 258.30 should turn green. It did. 258.30 staying green. 258.25 little pullback. 258.35 green. 258.40 green. I'm not even looking at the screen. Tell me if I'm wrong. 258.37 and 258.40 should be green. 258.30 little pullback. Still green. 258 should have to get down to 258.10 to turn us red. Grandpa's opinion. 258.10 red candle, perfect. 258.04 more red. 258.10, 258.07, 258.05 red candle in the 1 minute. 258.20 should go to green pretty quick. If it's 258.20, 258.7 again. 258.05 red. 258.12 red. 258.10 red. I'm saying red or green for the color of the candle, obviously. 258, we're going down. 257, 80, 90. 250, 258.02. She's coming down. She's coming down. But it's instant. You can literally tell it. You can tell whether the candle's going to change back and forth from green to red in the 1 minute candle with this thing. And that's what Grandpa does. I sit and look at the blink until I'm half nuts. It absolutely, DLA says it does give you a few seconds of advantage over the 1 minute candle. And sometimes more, and plus the direction, but there again, if we could get a handle on both of them at the same time somehow, where it's doing it on the buy side on the bottom or the sell side on the top, I think it would just be huge. You see exactly what I'm talking about, DLA, right? I think he's got a handle on it. Okay. We need to find somebody that will make us a program that can spit this out instant. Because you don't need much of a move to make money. Because you can go in and out in a heartbeat trading. All you got to know is which heartbeat to go with, Okay, so maybe Grandpa should just read off the blinking all day long. Okay, we're going up because we're up at 258.30 again. Okay, they're shorting at 258.30, 258.30, 258.34, getting green candles. She's heading up. Whether it's a bull flag or bear flags hardly matters, because we're looking at blinking 258.50. We should be getting a good green candle now. 258.60. 258.70. She's going straight up. 258.70. Still going up. 250. I'm just gonna go 58.80, 90. She is rock and rolling. We are headed up. 258.90, 258.90, 258.95, 259. She is rocking and rolling. We're heading uphill, guys, with the blinking. 259.05. I do, but it seems like a lot to watch on top of the candles on multi-time frames. If there was a program, I would use it, though. I would, too. All you got to say is up, really. Oh, okay. DLA's helping out Grandpa here. I don't need to say the numbers. Well, I'm trying to give you an indication of what I'm seeing. But I think you got a handle on that. Okay, so Grandpa will say up or down, and you guys watch the 1 minute and tell you which way we're going. So we're at 259.20, and so we're still up. Slight pullback, not enough to change it. Can I say sideways? Little pullback, little pullback, little pullback. And yeah, I mean, it's right now. I just, and it's not mirroring the bid, necessarily the bid and the ask uh, per se. At all. That's what's unique about it. It's got its lone little mind. Okay, 259.10. It's coming down. 259.09. 259.10. It's kind of sideways. 259.04. Down a little bit. She's pulling back a little bit. Going up again. 259.20. Going up, up. Going up a little bit, holding steady, 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 going up a little bit, steady, going up a little bit, up, up, up a little bit, down, 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 down. She's pulling back a little bit, back, going back up again, down. She's coming back a little bit, coming down. She's pulling back. Just pull back a little bit. Paused. Going up, going up, going up. Up, up, up. Stabilizing. Stabilizing. Up, up a little. Stabilizing. Stabilizing. Absolutely sideways. Coming down. Coming down. Stabilizing. Coming down a little bit, stabilizing again. Coming down a little bit, pulling back just a little bit. Pulling back a little bit. It's a battle, I'll tell you that. Down just a little bit. She's coming down just a little. Coming down just a little. Stabilizing, coming back up, back down, down some, she's coming down some. Coming down a little bit, trying to stabilize it, this area right here. Probably making an indecision. It is making an indecision. Going up, went up just a little bit. She's stabilizing again. Coming up a little, down a little. It's pretty much stabilized here for a little bit. Coming up a little bit. Coming up a little bit. Down a little bit. Up a little bit. Up, up. She's coming up a little bit. Stabilizing. Yeah, you can actually watch the wick build on the candle. stable right now. Coming down a little, coming down a little bit. Coming down a little bit. Coming down. Coming down. Down. She's coming down. Coming down. Stabilizing for a little bit. Coming down big time. She's coming down 258.80. Coming down. Going back up a little bit. She must be pushing it up a little bit. Going up, going up, going up. Because if you think about a DLA, we if you think about it, we have to wait 45 seconds just to know if a candle is going to be green or red, right? Into the candle before we even have a clue. And with the blinking, I think it's possible to know at the beginning of the candle pretty much what it's going to do, or at least within maybe 10 seconds of the candle starting would give you a 35-second edge. Any edge in this market would just be monstrous. Okay. Okay, DLA says, looks like a great reversal in the 5. Yeah, it is. We have a buy signal, we have a buy signal in the 5 minute, and I believe we're still under a sell in the 1 minute because I'll pull up the 1 minute quick. Well, that does fit into that thing, don't it? So that would be a buy in the 1 minute, I believe. My eyes aren't deceiving me. Okay, so I had a little fun with blinking, and I finally got somebody in America that halfway understands what I'm talking about. I'm going to be back at 6:30 tonight, and I'll do the open. I'll calculate the opening price and the closing price. Keep in mind that Grandpa thinks, doesn't think. Grandpa's fair opening prediction or the closing price, the fair closing price today would be $259. I will really be surprised if we get $259. But with Tesla, anything is possible. Anything is possible. But that's according to Grandpa's crazy calculations. And it's based on what's fair, the fair price that it should close at. Doesn't mean it will do it. I can tell you that. The 5 minutes sailing. If we can get a red candle next in that 15 minute that's within the deal, and then get a green one, we'd have a buy in that 15 minute. That would be nice. Okay, so I'll be back at 6:30, and I'll give you the opening for Friday and also the update on the closes for Monday and so Friday and so on. So we'll give you an update. Okay, Grandpa's gonna call it a day here. I got company coming in, and I gotta go buy some pork chops. They want pork chops. Okay. Hey, let's ring the bell quick. We had a good time. Grandpa's kind of out of it today, but DLA saved me. Thank you, DLA. Thank all of you. Like, share, and subscribe. See you later. Okay, what's Grandpa say? Grandpa says, think about eternity once in a while. Grandpa does. Bye-bye.